This time on Cruising with the 4Bs, we're stepping on board Cunard's Queen Anne for your full stateroom guide. From interior, ocean view, balcony, the accessible cabins, and we take a look at luxury suites. Yes, this is your full guide to Cunard's brand new ship Staterooms. I'm Tom from Cruising with the 4Bs. Let's jump on board. And first of all, the headline is there is no solo cabins on Queen Anne. What do you think about this? In an era where lots of companies, including NCL, are having whole areas dedicated to solo cabins, lounge areas just for solo passengers. What do we think? Let us know in the comments below. But we begin with the suites on board Queen Anne. There's 5 categories. We're going to take a look at a Queen's Grill. We'll take a look at the benefits shortly, but you have got 127 Princess Suites, 25 Queen, 34 Penthouses, 4 Master, 2 Grand. This is the included bar in the Queen's Grill suite. It looks very luxurious and includes the coffee maker. Have some nice afternoon tea or just a morning cuppa with your proper china and your fridge. This fridge is the same size of all other fridges you do find in all the other staterooms. It was really well presented with some great artwork on the wall and some classy ornaments just to set it aside from the other staterooms. This is the lounge area with a couple of seats and your sofa area and one of 2 TVs you do have in this suite. It is an aft suite. We will show you the fabulous views shortly. This is the king size bed. At this point, a quick thank you to Stephen and Peter for letting us take a look around their suite and hosting us one afternoon. Like the other staterooms, you do have plugs, USA plugs, European and British plug. And while you're laying in bed, you can look and check out the second TV. We'll take a look on the offerings of the television a bit later on. As you can imagine, in a suite, lots of cupboard space for those suits for formal nights and all the other wares that you will need throughout your week or 2 on board. The safe, once again, is the same safe you'll find in all the staterooms, just enough for some jewellery, maybe your phone. Climate control, and that all important, do not disturb. A large bathroom. And most importantly, you do get a bath in your suite. And you also get a shower. What do we think so far? Do we like the Queen's Grill aft suite? And this is the view you get. This was on a beautiful sea day. Noting suites for Cunard are graded from Q1 to 5. Q1 is the top, down to Q5. But of course you want to know the benefits. First of all, the Princess Grill. You will be eating in the Princess restaurants. You get your own reserved table. You get your bath, obviously, your sparkling wine and chocolates on arrival. You get your pillow concierge menu. You have access to your own balcony, specialty tea and coffee making facilities, complimentary spring water on arrival. Queen's Grill guests get all of this, plus obviously your reserved table in the Queen's Grill restaurant, fresh flowers, binoculars, a complimentary bar stocked, champagne, the option to dine in as well if you don't fancy heading out of an evening, your butler service and priority tender services for Q1, 2, 3 and 4 suites only. In the centre of the ship you can check out a full tour of this area on our full ship tour, pop it in the corner, but one side is for Queen's guests, the other side is the Princess Suite restaurant, and in the middle you do have an area to socialise throughout the day. On top deck, it is your outside area. The other suites are the Princess Grill, the Grand Suite, 1,440 square foot, that one, Master Suites and the Penthouse. Those are your suites. What do you think? Please let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and it's free if you fancy subscribing and you love cruise content. Now let's take a look at an example of an accessible cabin. This is a accessible balcony stateroom. There's 27 wheelchair accessible staterooms on board. First thing you will notice is you do have extra area next to the front door where you can store your walkers, your wheelchair. So this is a great added space. One of the things that you can order at the terminal when you are boarding, assistance which is required all the way on to the ship. This bathroom is obviously adapted. You do have the extra railings, you have the seat, and it's just a larger space. Accessible cabins are available in interior, Oceanview, balcony, and even suites. The sink is accessible and lower. One of the useful features in these accessible rooms is you do have this rail which can be lowered, so can be accessed and then popped away when not required. There was a good amount of covered space and shelving space as well to store all the clothes that you need. Similar to other staterooms, you've got the room for the life jackets and you have the safe, which is the same size as all other staterooms. You'll note the interconnecting room, useful for family members that don't want to share a stateroom but want to be close by, can use this connecting door to another stateroom. Desk area, which is designed exactly the same, with your kettle and your tea and coffee facilities. You'll notice the area around the beds can be put into a twin or a double, and there is more area either side so this bed can be accessed. Like other staterooms, the plugs will be the same. You'll have a variety of British, American and European. One of the other facilities you do find in these wheelchair accessible staterooms is you have this ramp that can be lowered and the wheelchair can be taken out to the balcony area, which is slightly larger than other standard balconies. And once you've finished on the balcony, just push the door to and the ramp will head upwards. There we go, there's an accessible cabin. If you have any questions on that, please let us know in the comments below. We continue on now to your standard balcony and your club balcony. We will take a look at the differences shortly. There is 685 standard balcony and there's 59 club balconies. There are a few differences and perks that you get with the club balconies, but you won't notice a difference inside of the stateroom. Both club and standard are 236 square feet minimum. The layout will be slightly different if you require a third or fourth occupant, and there will be a Pullman's bed coming out of the ceiling and this couch will convert into a bed. But this area will be exactly the same in the balcony and the club, and this area is the same as well for Oceanview and interior. This area will have your fridge, your drawer with your hairdryer in it, coffee and tea facilities and your mirror, and a good sized bathroom with your toiletries available. And this is the same as you'll find in an interior one. We stayed in interior and we found the bathroom of a good size. So the main difference is where you eat. If you're in a standard balcony, it's the Britannia restaurant. You also get use of concierge if you're in club. You get a pillow menu. And while you get a kettle in a standard balcony, you get a coffee machine in the Britannia Club balcony staterooms. The club restaurant is just off the grand lobby on deck 2. So those are your club and standard balcony. There are 348 interior staterooms on board. They have a minimum square feet of 148. We stayed in one, and if you click on the corner shortly, you'll get a full tour, but we'll take a quick look around. There was, once again, lots of plug sockets, including American, European and British. There was some good space either side of the bed, and obviously, like other staterooms, you've got your phone where you can phone down to reception. We found this area was quite cluttered, but you did get your free sparkling wine on arrival, small bottle. But yes, it was very cluttered here with your tea and coffee. It's quite hard to access the plugs. But in general, we quite liked this cabin. This is the fridge. You haven't seen the fridge so far. Once again, these are in all the staterooms and the suites. This is the TV. There has been some controversy, so some of the interiors do have the TV to the side, which makes for awkward viewing. We had it at the end of the bed, and we do enjoy the Cunard television. Lots of free films on offer, lots of information, TV programs and TV channels, which are very useful. There was quite a bit of storage space, although they were a bit strange. For example, you do have this 2 levelled poles which you could hold your clothes in, which no room for long dresses, which we found a little bit strange. But anyway, what do you think? Do you plan to stay in interior one? This was the safe, once again, standard across all staterooms and suites, and the same sized bathroom as in your club and balcony bathrooms. Again, a good space here. Had no complaints, and you also have your toiletries. Most importantly, we had a shower, which was of good strength. Let's take a listen. Rachel will demonstrate now. Room to pop your suitcases under the beds. That was the interior cabin, as I said. Don't forget to check that out on our channel. There's also 52 Oceanview staterooms, pretty similar to your balcony cabins, except obviously no balcony. 200 square feet is the minimum, and there's also slightly larger 22 of the deluxe Oceanview with up to 236 square feet on board. Will you be planning to take a Queen Anne cruise? What type of cabin are you going for? If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts, and if you press on the screen right now, you get your full ship tour of Cunard's Queen Anne.